everybody, Preston here, aka Godzilla Hawk, and I'm here with
Assholes, Captain Asshole. Thank you.
And today we're here to give you guys our NXT Takeover Dallas review. All I have to say right now is NXT just gets better with these shows. I am very impressed with this show. There were definitely some thumbs down, but there was a lot more positives with this show. I'm very happy I got to witness this. One thing I gotta say, first of all, is we did live reactions to it. It will be uploaded as soon as possible. I'll try to get them uploaded by tomorrow because we are going to be doing WrestleMania live reactions as well as a review this Sunday. So without further ado now, let's go ahead and get started with the match. First match, it was American Alpha defeating the Revival in a tag team match for the tag team championships. Good match. Not a great match, but it was a good match. They showed both teams that how the Revival is just a good tag team. You're a big fan of them. And American Alpha is a great tag team. They're over with the crowd. It was a basic great tag team match, and I'm glad American Alpha won because with Enzo and Cass possibly going to the main roster now, like they had to look for their next big team, and that was American Alpha, which I'm glad they gave it to. And it was a pretty good match. I mean, do you have anything to say about any of the teams?
It was okay. It wasn't that great of a match, but it was alright. You know, the botch really kind of killed the whole thing.
They did, but then they tried you fucked up to freaking Revival. But I think they tried to do like a system powerbomb or something, and then they just completely dropped. I think they dropped Gable.
They completely utterly dropped the ball on that one, literally.
Yeah.
The match was okay. It's not memorable, but.
Yeah. It was more memorable just for the fact that Chad and Gable won the match. The match itself was good, but not great. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This match was the match of the night because we all know what match of the night was, and we're going to talk a lot about that match because there's a lot to say about that. But overall, it was a good match. I'm glad they gave it to Gable, and maybe they'll do a rivalry match in the near future of the next Takeover event, which I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do. But overall, it was a decent match. Next match, in my opinion. Keep in mind, this is just opinion-wise. Not all these matches did not suck. I just want to make that clear. These matches did not suck. However, if I had to pick the match that was the worst, would have to be this match. It was Austin Aries versus Barry Corbin. It felt like the Samoa Joe and Barry Corbin match back at Brooklyn, where it was just okay. Like Aries is still impressive. I'll always be an Aries fan. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, every time Barry Corbin's playing in that match, I can't get into it. I do not know why. I don't know if it's Barry Corbin or just the way NXT's running him. I just don't know. Like, if you notice that, let me just think about it. Barry Corbin, Samoa Joe. Yeah, it was okay. Then you got Apollo Crews, Barry Corbin, which I saw. I was like, yeah, it was okay. Then you have this match. It was just, yeah. I was like, he was put up against great wrestlers like Joe, Apollo Crews, and now Aries.
And no one capitalized. I mean, I love his ring gear when he walks down.
Yeah, with the wolf skulls on it.
Besides that, I'm just not impressed anymore. His first matches when he was going undefeated, and nobody knew if he was going to be heel or if he was going to be face.
He was kind of like being like a tweener type character.
It was awesome. Now it's pathetic.
Yeah,
he looks like an old man ready to retire already.
Well, it's just I don't know what they're doing with them. It's just I like giving everybody a chance. Again,
he's the new Kane.
It's just weird. I want to see them do more with Miracle. And with this victory, Aries ended up getting a roll counter, so maybe they'll have a rematch at Takeover as well. Maybe it'll be a better match. Again, Aries is still impressive. We all like Aries. He is still a big fan of Barry Corbin, but he just wishes he would either change his gimmick a little bit or do something else with him. If you want to keep this gimmick, fine, but have him be a little bit more
dominant,
impressive.
The character basically can't take a hit.
Here's the thing. It's not the problem that he talks. It's just the problem that he goes in there and you think, oh, he's done, but then he loses. Like he'll tap out, or he'll just like with the Samoa Joe thing, it was fine because he passed out. He didn't tap out, so he lost, but he still didn't tap. Then he beat Apollo Crews. I was like, okay, and then he loses at Aries. It was like I think we all knew Aries was winning, but the problem was it was
one-sided. The whole match was one-sided.
Barry Corbin did kind of take control most of the match, but whenever he did appear, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of stared off the space a little bit. It was just I don't know why.
It was definitely time for the cell phone. Anyways, the match was poor. We didn't care for it.
It wasn't a terrible match, but it was just not going to be memorable. But Aries is still impressive.
Moving on, next match.
Next match, we're going to talk probably for hours on this one. This was match of the night, hands down, probably match of the year. Hashtag for NXT. I am not joking here. Sami Zayn, Nakamura, start the thing. Oh my god. Oh my god, you gotta start this. I need a minute to think about this.
This was an excellent match. You got to see back and forth.
Oh my god.
You got to see strong style from both characters.
Oh my God.
For being Sami Zayn's final match, it was very impressive. Unfortunately, little Curdy here decided to cry a little bit when
You can't blame me. It felt like CM Punk and John Cena from Money in the Bank, where it was just WrestleMania caliber match, and you're just like so impressed. Like, whoever think a guy like Nakamura, who's a stiff mother trucker, and then he puts a guy with Sami Zayn who's pretty well known for kind of being a little clean, and they legitimately stiff each other, and they just countered him on counters and counters.
It's fair game. It was a fair game match. That's what happened. He's like, oh, you're going to do that? Oh, in that case, I don't care anymore. Bah, 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 bah. Yeah.
And friggin' Nakamura's knees, my God, they look like it hurt. They look like friggin' they could knock you out. Like, they could break your nose. They look legit. Like I said, without going too off topic, the point was Nakamura, I'm so glad he's in NXT. Although he's going to be in NXT with WWE for a couple of years, which is not too long, at least we're going to see him with matches, maybe like AJ Styles is a must. We're definitely going to see that match. I mean, look at all these guys Nakamura could face and have amazing matches with. And
James Storm.
Well, James Storm's not really in WWE right now.
Oh, that's right. He did resign, didn't he?
Yeah.
My bad. I wasn't paying attention.
Unless TNA dies out, then James Storm's going to always go
That's
back.
coming.
But yeah, but like I said, the match was great. Counter on counter, close finishes. His entrance was pretty interesting. It almost kind of like resembled back to his New Japan, but a little bit extra spice to it, where it's kind of like the silhouette. It almost felt like something that Undertaker did, but if he was more,
Gay.
well, not gay, more
Flamboyant.
I can't think of the word. Kind of
Flamboyant.
more free, I guess I would say, like where he was just like let loose and just did whatever he wanted.
Flamboyant. I'm trying to tell you, it's flamboyant.
Flamboyant.
Hello, flamboyant. There you go.
And that's not insulting to anybody like that, but it's very. I like the fact that they let him keep his style and his moveset, and it's just cool. And the crowd red hot on this match. The crowd loved it.
Kill you. Taker's gonna kill you.
The match was just amazing. The crowd was amazing, and like he said, Sami Zayn, farewell. Now we know for a fact this was his last match on NXT. Now he'll now win the IC title at WrestleMania. Is what I'm thinking. What they did with Owens, where he lost to Balor, and then at SummerSlam he won his match against Cesaro. I think they could do something like that. But we'll have to wait and see for Sunday. But overall, 5-star match, hands down, match of the night. I was proud to be a wrestling fan on that.
Not
match.
even close. It's just definitely.
It was just a great match.
Like the rest of the matches can go up to 3 stars. They ain't gonna go close to the 5-star.
But that was the problem. I think that match honestly should have been the main event. How great that was. It really should have. That was WrestleMania caliber.
But we're taking too much time.
Yeah.
So next match.
Next match, I would probably say second match of the night. It was Bayley versus Asuka. I'm going to say right now, NXT is always going to do well with the women's division. Ever since Bayley got the title, the women's division has been 100 times better. This match was very impressive, and surprisingly, Asuka won. I was actually very shocked and surprised.
He was. I wasn't.
And even Lawrence was, and it was just cool seeing. What I like about it is, although Asuka won, I wasn't mad. I was like, Bayley had her run, and the best part, Bayley did not submit. She passed out to the Asuka lock, and if I'm not mistaken, I think Bayley, I would say, dominated about 60% of the match. 65% of the match. So she actually looked more dominant than Asuka was. They actually made Asuka look more like the underdog in this match, which was kind of cool. I like that whole storyline, the whole promo and everything, from the beginning and everything.
Which can lead to Brando's original prediction of
Bayley possibly maybe being a part of the triple threat match, make it 4-way, or they can put her on the main roster very soon.
Or she can also be the special guest referee for that match.
We'll see what happens, but like I said, now with Bayley out, who knows, maybe we'll Bayley stay in NXT for a little bit longer, or this will be actual sign that Bayley's going on the main roster. Whatever the case is, great match, good match, I'm so happy. Asuka, congratulations, Bayley, you had that ginger for a good run. You girls deserve a lot, so that was second match tonight. Now, the final match, we'll talk about this very quickly. Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe. Now, here's the thing. First, before we talk about the match, Finn Balor's entrance, we hear this chainsaw, I'm like, what is this? He has the jacket, chainsaw, I'm thinking, what is this? And then it clicked to my mind, Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He was paying homage to the slasher like he did with, Jack the Ripper in London. That's what it was, in London. And so I like that, and he had the new kind of bluish black red gear. It looked cool, I'm not gonna lie, it looked pretty interesting. The problem I had was he didn't have any body paint on the back. It was just weird. It was just weird in my opinion. But
as he said, it looks like he's naked.
Yeah,
last time I checked, most wrestlers don't compete with a shirt on.
Well, it looked kind of naked on him. If you've seen all of his matches, he usually has something on his back, and it looked weird. That's all. But that's just more of a...
God, I hate seeing his back.
No, it was just more of a nitpick. It doesn't take away the match. Here's the thing. The match was good. But the reason this match was not great, and keep in mind, this was nobody's fault, okay? First of all, during the beginning match, you have Finn Balor accidentally headbutting Joe on the side of the head.
It wasn't even a headbutt. It was actually, Joe had went in for a close knee to the gut, and he when he went in, he pulled back and got face first into his mouth, and he actually got teeth into his eye. And
it looked like a headbutt. Whatever the case was, the point is they head Clyde.
That's how they.
And they had to cut the blade. First of all, he was bleeding pretty badly. And he freaking, we have a lot of bleeding. Joe just tosses Finn into the security guard, which I end up catching that second, which I don't know if that, I find it hilarious or I feel sorry for that security guard, but whatever the case was, I went, damn.
I'm sitting here thanking God that it wasn't a fan.
Yeah.
Because, the fans would not have been happy about that at all.
Yeah. But, see, now here's the thing. First, they have to stop the match for a little bit to clean it, but it's like, okay, it's annoying, whatever.
But it has to be done, yeah.
Yeah, it was like, whatever. Then...
it happened again.
And then it was like, okay, kind of hurry this up.
They stopped the match 5 times.
They did this like 6, 7 times, and every time they stopped it, like 1 minute later, he just started bleeding again. And you can even tell from Joe.
Everybody thought he was bleeding from the cheek, and it's actually from the eye. He got cut
on the bottom flap
right here. Which is why every time you open and close your eyes, you make a face, you frown, you get hit, your eyes change, you grimace, and that would make it bleed open here.
Yeah, and that was the problem. The referees out there kept on that. The crowd
was pissed.
I'm not talking about pissed. I mean like ECW One Night Stand, RVD, John Cena pissed type shit, where they were just, I never, correct me if I'm wrong, Lawrence, I know you're over there, just quickly not to me. Have you ever seen a match, correct me if I'm wrong, was there ever a match where the crowd actually said fuck or butt PG or any F-bombs on an NXT event? I need to know now, because I don't remember. He's shaking his head. I don't remember that, because usually they're very clean and crisp with this basic wrestling. The fans were so mad, they were chanting F-bombs, they were saying this is BS, they were chanting this is boring, they were chanting ECW, they were just...
let him bleed.
Let them bleed, and even Joe, even Finn Balor, I think a couple times where you getting like, you saw Joe like shove the ref, you can even see Finn's face, he was just like, oh for God's sake, can we just hurry up with the match? That was the problem. The match did not suck. The problem was this match could have been great. This match could have even been second match of the night.
But
the problem was
due
to the accident, and again, it's not the accident that was the problem. It was the fact the referee kept on stopping the match because Joe was competing, and you can't blame Joe. I mean, he had to blink.
But we give it up to Joe for having stayed in the entire match.
I agree.
Because usually a referee, even though I give up to the referee as well, because he could have stopped the match. He was on his right.
Yeah,
because an eye injury is excruciatingly bad.
You think they would have ended, like if it's that serious, you think they would just end the match like that?
It's impaired vision, and if he gets hit in the eye again, it gets worse.
Yeah, exactly.
And if he loses eyesight, I mean that's a lawsuit. Plus the guy can't wrestle anymore. They don't let people wrestle.
I'm surprised they let him continue the match. Like after like the 4th, 5th time, I figured that they would just be like, just stop in the match. I can't watch this because I'd rather just end the match.
It didn't look like they were going to.
Yeah, like there was a part I think Joe was on the stage on the ramp and the referees were looking at. That's when the fans were going nuts. They like
they thought they had actually ended the match and they just they were going off.
Oh. Yeah, and this is for NXT, usually a place that doesn't get crowd reactions. Now imagine Mania with a 5-time stadium, 5 times bigger than that one. My God, it's gonna be Philadelphia all over again.
But they made it through the match. It was very impressive.
It was good.
Joe bled like Lesnar does.
Right.
He was like, tiny cut, blood.
Blood, literally sprinkled on one side.
The referees are like put on the full length gloves.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh God, they got another Lesnar.
You have 4 or 5 guys just like surrounding Joe, and Joe like you got
the one Asian guy who's supposed to be a doctor going like, I don't know if I want to touch that. If it sprays at me, it might be bad.
Exactly. But
I'm gonna check on Baylor. He's not bleeding, but I'm gonna see if he needs.
So to kind of wrap this up, there's one more thing I want to talk about after this match, though I'll quickly address it. But to kind of get out to what Joe hits his finish with the muscle buster. 1, 2, kick out of the last second. We thought that was it there. Finn Balor hits the coup de grace, then tries to go for a Blaze Sunday. Reverse. Koji Clutch, we thought that was it. Reverse. 1, 2, 3 to a pin. So like that.
Coming. But the funny thing about it, if you watch how he got that pinfall, he basically, the move shows his sacrifice of his neck, because his neck completely bent over and his legs weren't even touching the ground. He's putting all he pulled his legs apart, split them, so all his weight was pinning Joe, and that's why he picked up the win. It wasn't they just let him have the win till it could end. No, he actually got a decent pin on him.
It was a unique way. It wasn't the typical I'm going to hit finisher and then that's it. It was I'm going to counter a submission. Oh, now I'm going to counter, just pull my weight on you and then pin you. And Joe's reaction was priceless. That was the look of like, what happened? Like, no way did that just happen again. Like, and that was spot on perfect. I love that whole ending right there. Again, the match did not suck. The problem is, I think we could both agree. We all agree here.
We couldn't get hyped up enough throughout the match because of how many times they got stopped.
If they didn't bleed, I'm willing to bet the match would have been great.
I think the bleeding was great. I think if they wouldn't have stopped the match, it'd been great.
Yeah,
it'd been
that's what I liked about the blood, because this view was so personal. How it built up, you wanted to get this physical, but you didn't expect the blood. That was the thing. You didn't expect it. But you saw Joe flipping, you saw them being stiff with each other. And fun fact now,
Nakamura was bleeding too.
Yeah, from the nose.
And they didn't stop him to take a look at it.
Well, actually, they did.
They wiped his lip off, and that was it.
And then he bled again during the last end of it, and that was it. But one thing I gotta say, he's now 7-0 as the Demon, so his streak continues, which I like. So again, match was good. It would have been better if they didn't stop the match about 100,000 times. And I got reactions to that. I was even getting annoyed. But now, before we completely end this video and we get our overall score, I just want to make one thing clear. I went to the bathroom. I got to get credit for Lawrence right here, who's sitting right here at the moment. I went to the bathroom because they were going to start the match. And right after the promo, I come back, I'm running down, I look at the TV and I go, and it was Bobby Roode sitting in the attendance, and it was full face, like how they did with Stephanie. Yeah. It was like that. And Bobby was just sitting here and the crowd went nuts, and I was like, oh my god. And
I heard him from the bathroom.
Dude, freaking Bobby Roode. Oh, I'm sorry. I was actually taking out, so I was putting something in the garbage, and you were in the bathroom. That's what it was. I went to my room to get the coins for him, and when I came back, I was like, oh my god. And then that's when you came and was like, what's going on? Like, Bobby Roode. And it was funny, we were talking about that, how they might be getting Eric Young. Bobby Roode. You said they're going to get Eric Young. Bobby Roode showing up like that, we know he's coming to main on NXT. There's proof right there.
That's what we saw about Satan Storm, and it's not happening, is it?
Bobby Roode, though, I think that was a hint that he's coming to NXT now, which is great. And now they might get Eric Young. So I got to give a thing for that. But overall, the show was so great. There were some negatives. We all agree on that. But every wrestling show has their negatives, no matter how perfect they are. We've seen some great WrestleManias with their negative. But I think the positives outweighed everything in this one. It was another great NXT match. So if I had to rate this thing, I'd give it probably 8 out of 10. Because that Nakamura match, boom! That gets like an extra 5 points for that match.
Wow, he's pretty close to my number. I was going to get an 8.7 on the simple fact that the only thing that we have upsetting in the entire thing, you have Baron Corbin, but you had AJ, you had Double A fucking, he completely saved the match, thank God.
Yeah.
Just with his ability, it was just basically a show for him. And you had the botches from the tag team match.
Run the rival, that
and
one botch.
And of course, the stopping of the refs. Those three things were just completely saved by the simple fact that Nakamura did such a great job. And the entire, honestly, 8.7 is the least I can give it at this point. Because you're not going to see that type of rating on any WWE show.
And that's why, like, you know what? Scratch it. You know what? I'll give it 8.5, maybe even 8.72. Due to the fact, like I said, if I had to rate the tag team match, I'd give it about a 6 out of 10. It was okay, but not great. The Austin Aries match, give it like a 4.5 or 5 out of 10.
You got to see what kind of moves that Austin Aries was willing to use, and then he still has all his
Nakamura, Sami Zayn, 9.5 out of 10. Hands down, best match of the night.
10 out of 10, dude.
Fine.
Probably the only thing that would have made it better is if it lasted just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
We're talking about we had counters. We had.
That's why I give it 9.5. It was amazing.
I think did they even hit a submission in that one though? I think
they did. They hit the Koji clutch. They did the arm bar.
Yeah. So like it had everything you'd want in the match. I mean, literally, except for a championship. So yeah.
Now you want to scratch a 10 out of 10. That was match tonight. Bayley versus Asuka, 7.5 out of 10. That was a great match. And the main event,
I don't think you're giving that match enough credit either, because for a women's match, I mean that had me like watching every second of it.
I'm sorry. I'm just
You had submission. You had hard hits. You had.
It gets an 8. I'll say that. It gets an 8. It was
all right.
That hands up. That was a great match, though. It just can't be Sasha and Beck and freaking Sasha Banks and Bayley.
You can't compare those. You know, that match was for a championship, and we're talking about the last two horsewomen that are in that.
Well, you know what I mean. But again, it was still a great match. Second match night, and then the main event, I give it probably about 7 out of 10. It probably would have gotten 8.5 or even higher if it wasn't for the stoppage. That's the fair I could give it. It was a 7 out of 10. But because of stoppage, I had to take some points off. I'm sorry. I have to be fair on that, at least. But that's pretty much it, guys. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. So, like I said, one last thing before we go. Like I said, WrestleMania Live Reactions, we are doing along with a review this Sunday. WWE, you have to really pull something out of your ass for this one, because this is going to be...
Should I wear my purple Doughboy shirt, or should I wear my pink fag shirt?
Whichever one fits you better, or fits WWE better, more importantly. And like I said, one more thing, live reactions for this event, what did happen, I will post them by tomorrow. So you'll see live reactions. I'll get this video uploaded by tonight, and then the live reactions tomorrow. That's pretty much it, guys. We hope you guys enjoy this video. I am Preston. He is
an asshole.
Take care of all my peeps, and we will see you guys at WrestleMania.